3,000 years ago, if you were a Greek bride, someone placed a crown of this herb on your head, not for decoration, but because they believed it carried the blessing of a goddess of love, Aphrodite herself. If you were sick, a healer might crush its leaves into a poultice. If you had passed away, your family may have planted it on your grave, not out of sorrow, but to grant your spirit peace. This is oregano herb. And I promise you, after today, you will never look at the jar in your spice rack the same way again. Today we are going deep into the mythology, the ancient medicine, and the modern science of one of the most underestimated healing herbs in your kitchen, oregano. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly why our wise ancestors treated this humble little leaf like sacred medicine, and how to actually use it to support your body today. The myth of the mountain. Let's start with the name itself, because it tells you everything. Oregano comes from the Greek words oros, meaning mountain, and ganos, meaning joy or brightness. Put them together, and you get joy of the mountain. And the legend behind that name is beautiful. According to Greek mythology, oregano was created by Aphrodite, the goddess of love and beauty. She grew it in her garden as a symbol of happiness, and legend says she wove it into crowns for young couples on their wedding day, blessing their marriage with joy. That's why, in ancient Greece, both brides and grooms were crowned with garlands of oregano. It wasn't just a pretty flower on their heads, it was a spiritual blessing, a wish for a joyful union. But the plant had another, quieter role too. Ancient Greeks would plant oregano on the graves of loved ones, believing it would bring peace and comfort to the departed soul as it moved into the next life. So here we have a single herb representing both the beginning of a marriage and the end of a life, joy and peace, held in the same small leaf. The Greeks didn't stop at symbolism, though. Hippocrates, yes, the Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, actually used oregano and its cousin, marjoram, as an antiseptic. He'd apply it to wounds and respiratory infections. This was around 2,500 years ago, long before anyone understood what bacteria even were. The Romans, the Silk Road, and a surprising journey. When the Romans absorbed Greek culture, they absorbed oregano too, using it in cooking, medicine, and even in perfumes. Roman soldiers reportedly carried it with them on campaigns, believing it had protective and healing properties. From there, oregano traveled the trade routes into the Middle East and Asia. In traditional Chinese medicine and Ayurveda, related herbs in the mint family were used for similar purposes, easing digestion, calming coughs, and supporting the immune system. Different cultures, oceans apart, independently discovering the same plant had power. But here's the twist most people don't know: oregano wasn't really popular in the United States until after World War II. American soldiers stationed in Italy during the war fell in love with the flavor in local dishes, pizza, pasta sauces, dishes seasoned generously with this herb. When they came home, they brought that craving with them. Pizza exploded in popularity across America in the late 1940s and 50s, and oregano rode right along with it. It even earned the nickname, oregano, the pizza herb, in the US for a while. A plant that Aphrodite supposedly grew in her garden, that crowned Greek brides, that Hippocrates used to treat wounds, ended up becoming a household herb in America because of soldiers craving pizza. History is strange and beautiful like that. Oregano, what's actually inside this little leaf? Now let's talk about why the ancients were not wrong to treat this herb like medicine. Modern science has actually caught up to a lot of this ancient wisdom. Oregano contains several powerful compounds, but the two most researched are carvacrol and thymol. These are the essential oils responsible for that strong, peppery, slightly bitter aroma you smell when you crush the leaves. These compounds are why oregano has been studied for its antibacterial and antimicrobial properties. And oregano is also remarkably rich in antioxidants. In fact, gram for gram, dried oregano has one of the highest antioxidant contents of any herb or spice that's been tested, even outranking some fruits we consider antioxidant powerhouses like blueberries. Antioxidants matter because they help neutralize free radicals in the body, those unstable molecules linked to aging, inflammation, and cellular damage over time. Oregano is also a source of vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting and bone health, along with smaller amounts of iron, manganese, and vitamin E. Now, because you typically only use a small amount of dried oregano at a time, you're not going to get huge doses of these nutrients from seasoning your pasta. But every sprinkle adds up, and when combined with oregano oil or more concentrated forms, the effects become more noticeable. The health benefits of oregano, what science is finding. Let's go through what modern research is actually showing about oregano. 1. Antibacterial and antimicrobial support. The carvacrol in oregano has been studied for its ability to act against certain bacteria and fungi. Some research has even looked at oregano oil as a natural preservative in food, because of its ability to inhibit microbial growth. This lines up almost perfectly with how ancient Greeks and Romans used it, to help wounds and preserve food long before refrigeration existed. 2. Digestive support. Traditionally, oregano tea was used to calm an upset stomach, ease bloating, and support digestion. Some modern research suggests carvacrol may help support gut health by encouraging a healthy balance of gut flora, though this is still an area of ongoing study. 3. Anti-inflammatory properties. Chronic inflammation is at the root of so many modern health struggles, from joint pain to heart disease. The antioxidants in oregano, particularly rosmaric acid and thymol, have been studied for their potential to help calm inflammatory processes in the body. 4. Immune support. This is probably oregano's most well-known modern use. My personal experience with oregano essential oil. There is one more traditional use of oregano that I personally found fascinating. I have used oregano essential oil on some small skin tags, and in my experience, they became dry and eventually came away quite easily. But I want to make an important distinction. This is my personal successful experience, not a medically proven treatment for skin tags. Oregano oil, in particular, has become popular as a natural remedy people reach for at the first sign of a cold. Some studies suggest the antimicrobial compounds may offer a supportive role for the immune system. 5. Respiratory comfort. Going all the way back to Hippocrates using it for respiratory issues, oregano has long been associated with easing coughs and clearing congestion. Oregano tea with honey is a folk remedy still used in Mediterranean households today. 6. Blood sugar and metabolic support. Some early research has looked at compounds in oregano and their potential role in supporting healthy blood sugar levels, though this research is still developing. A lot of these studies are done with concentrated oregano oil, in test tubes or animal models, not with someone sprinkling a teaspoon of dried oregano on their dinner. That doesn't mean the herb isn't valuable, it absolutely is. It is proven in ancient Mediterranean diet. The ancient formula. Imagine this simple combination: extra virgin olive oil, fresh garden-grown organic tomatoes, cucumbers, olives, oregano, lemon. Nothing complicated, no list of 20 artificial ingredients. Just real foods, herbs, and ancient traditional flavors. Oregano is a powerful supportive tool. How to actually use oregano. So how do you actually bring this into your life? Culinary use. Fresh or dried, oregano is beautiful in tomato-based sauces, roasted vegetables, grilled meats, and of course, a proper Greek salad. Add dried oregano toward the end of cooking to preserve more of those essential oils. Oregano tea. Steep a teaspoon of dried oregano leaves in hot water for about 10 minutes, strain, and add honey and lemon. This has been a Mediterranean comfort remedy for generations. Oregano oil. This is the concentrated form, usually taken in diluted drops or capsules. It's much stronger than the herb itself, so it should always be used carefully, diluted properly, and ideally under the guidance of a healthcare provider, especially if you're pregnant, on medication, or have any health conditions. Growing it yourself. Oregano is incredibly easy to grow, even on a sunny windowsill. Having a living plant connects you to that same joy of the mountain the Greeks spoke of thousands of years ago. The next time you reach for that little jar of oregano in your spice cabinet, I want you to remember, this isn't just a pizza topping. This is a plant that ancient Greeks believed was touched by a goddess Aphrodite. A plant Hippocrates used to heal wounds. A plant that traveled from mountain villages in Greece, through Roman empires, along trade routes, and eventually into American kitchens through soldiers who simply craved a taste of home. Oregano carries thousands of years of history and healing in every leaf. And modern science is only now catching up to what our wise ancestors already understood in their bones. Have you ever used oregano herb in your diet? Please write in the comments section below. Please watch my nutritional healing video podcast. If this video brought you a little more reverence for the herbs already sitting in your kitchen, give it a like, and subscribe, if you're new here, because on this channel, we treat nutrition as something sacred, ancient, and deeply personal. Until next time, stay nourished, stay curious, and stay connected to the wisdom of those who came before us. Thank you for watching. Like, share and subscribe.